Hi guys, welcome back to Just on Tarot. Okay, earlier I started the new moon reads and I was not able to finish. So I did Aries through Virgo and I had some appointments that I had to keep. So I had to stop there. And now we're finishing up Libra through Pisces. I do apologize for the inconvenience, but we'll go ahead and get into it, okay? Remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not your story, please don't try to make it fit. All right, it's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Make sure to check your other placements. There might be additional information there. All right, what do we have going on for Libra? The beautiful Libras. All right. We're going to see what we need to let go, what we're trying to grow, and then our outcome. All right. What are we letting go of? That Seven of Swords. You're going to hear Jackson in the background. All right. What are we trying to grow?
Mom.
Hi, babe. Michael just left to take your sister to the gym, okay? Say hi.
Hi.
All right. I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. All right, what are we trying to grow? We're not trying to grow anything, Libra? Like, what's going on over here? Two of Swords, indecision. And what is the outcome? I can't tell if that's like a deceptive energy, kind of like a hide and seek type of play, or like maybe you're planning a move. Just want to tell me. Wheel of Fortune. All right. Three of Cups and the World on the bottom. I feel like this is about getting out, having a little bit of fun. You know, I feel like maybe you're, say ending a cycle, but I think it's getting up and getting out and doing it stuff. With this Seven of Swords, this could be like planning something, plotting something, strategizing for something. But I feel like it's like you're kind of hidden behind there, that tree. I feel like it's getting out, doing something, enjoying life a little bit. All right. Tell me about the Seven of Swords we have that's leaving. One more, please. All right. Look, we have the Seven of Swords again. With the Seven of Cups. I like this. I think we're looking at options. Maybe I don't feel it's deceptive or anything like that. I just feel like it's us planning and looking at all the options. Maybe how to move forward with something with that Knight of Swords. And there's that Three of Cups again. Maybe we're planning some kind of celebration, a movement forward, a trip, getting out, having a little bit of girls' time. But I feel like this Seven of Swords over here, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Sun. This is like maybe you've been kind of secluded and kind of thinking about dreaming, wishing how to make life a little bit better, been kind of meditating on it, and this is you trying to get out, be seen, be heard, you know, kind of enjoying life. So I feel like that's the what's leaving you is the being inside, being quiet, meditative, getting out of your comfort zone. All right, tell me about this Two of Swords. We got the Hierophant. We have the Hangman. That one. And the Magician. I like that. We have the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Wands behind there. So I feel like this is a lot about choosing a decision. You definitely, I feel like you're definitely getting in with some higher power, maybe learning, researching, having a little bit of faith. You know, I feel like there's kind of a pause before you fire that Two of Swords. It's like Two of Arrows here. Like, she has that blindfold off, but as soon as you take that blindfold off and you just kind of like have faith, I feel like that introspection moment that you've been in allows you to manifest. The Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is kind of divine timing. This could be bringing in some kind of soulmate. This could be aligning with what you love, what you care about, and definitely some kind of victory ahead. But you're getting out of this quiet mode. You're planning on, I feel like you're planning towards your wishes and your dreams, something you've been contemplating on, and you're starting to get into that, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to be seen, I'm going to be heard type of energy, you know. But right, and that seed that you're planting is that decision seed. What direction am I going? And having a little more faith, but still kind of pausing to really understand what you're trying to bring in, especially with that Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. It's like aligning, and I feel like a lot of it's divine timing. It's like really trying to figure out what you want to bring in with that that Magician. I keep wanting to call him a manifester. He is a manifester. He is the Magician. And it might just be understanding all the tools that you have necessary. It's telling you to have some strength, though. You can overcome whatever that decision is. We have Wheel of Fortune with the World. The Hermit. And the Ace of Pentacles. So, whatever has been like stuck in your head lately has been like an awful burden, maybe a heavy load and something. We have the Knight of Swords again, so it is highly possible that you could be dealing with somebody that's kind of in and out type of energy that comes in super strong and then just kind of like wilts out. It's definitely messages, high energy, high drive, and then kind of like needing a break. We got the World card twice, and we also have Wheel of Fortune twice that showed up. So definitely everything in its own time. Wheel of Fortune being your outcome is, I feel like it's good luck and fortune as soon as you turn the page type of energy. You've definitely done some introspection, or you're currently doing introspection, or kind of digging deep, but it's also about aligning with who you are and what you want to be and where you want to build with that Ace of Pentacles. But you're kind of like trapped a little bit inside your head, and it's kind of heavy. I hope you understood that a little bit. So definitely planning on how to make your wishes come true, spending some time thinking about it, and embracing getting out of your comfort zone. A little undecided about which direction you want to go, but you're having faith that it's kind of going to work out the way it's supposed to. You know, there might be a little bit of a pause in between that, but that's okay. You're still working on whatever you're trying to bring in with that Strength card. Definitely towards the end, we have a lot of, in its right time, starting a new chapter. Definitely that It may put you a little bit in a space where you're kind of like by yourself, working by yourself, but you're definitely showing up. So, and I think Spirit's trying to tell you, like, if you go out and you have a little bit of fun, you focus on the happiness and the joy, it definitely gets rid of that Eight of Swords energy. That being trapped in your head and thinking and overthinking and those negative thoughts. Okay, we have keep going. We have fail forward, and done is better than perfect. So I feel like the universe is going to tell you to keep walking your own path. If you fail, that's cool. You can keep going forward. And doing something and getting it done doesn't mean it has to be perfect. It's just accomplishing something, whatever this Ace of Pentacles says to you. That new beginning, that abundant new beginning. All right, I definitely love that for you guys. Definitely getting out of your comfort zone, leaving that behind. It may be a little indecision in between, but that's okay. I feel like you'll have it all figured out. All right, that's what I have for my beautiful Libras. All right. I don't know what I just did. All right, we are moving on to Scorpios. All right, how's my beautiful Scorpios doing? I hope all is well. All right. Let's see what's going on for the Scorpios. I can't shuffle my cards today. All right. What is leaving? The Seven of Cups. Options, opportunities. Okay. What you're planting is the Eight of Cups. All right. What's the outcome? The Wheel of Fortune with the Hangman. Is it the right time? The Moon and the Eight of Wands. I feel like there's some kind of fear with no communication. Or maybe you're fearing some kind of communication coming in and it's not what you're going to hear. Type of energy. We got the Moon, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. It's kind of like it's kind of like carrying some kind of heavy burden, and the Eight of Wands isn't moving in this one, so it's kind of like everything's at a standstill, and it's kind of making you a little fearful. You're trying to have faith with some kind of situation and trust yourself, or at least trust your intuition regarding something. I'm not digging any deeper. So, currently what's leading you is that Seven of Cups energy. This could just be like some emotional imbalance. It could be options on the table. We got the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and that High Priestess showing up again. We got the Queen of Wands and the Two of Swords. It's kind of like undecided where your passions lie. And it's highly possible that you're dealing with somebody that has kind of a, what do I want to say, like a sharp tongue. Not really a sharp tongue. With the Devil here And the Queen of Wands, it's like they don't use their words wisely or appropriately. Maybe it's putting you in like some kind of issue where it's breaking your heart up a little bit. But the Queen of Wands with the Two of Swords kind of tells me you're driven to do something. There's something you want to create, but you're not really quite sure how you want to create it. So I feel like with the Seven of Cups leaving, it's those options or that emotional kind of steamroll. It's like a steamroll. You got the King of Cups. I feel like you're not really telling anybody. You're definitely moving forward towards something and just kind of trusting yourself at the moment. It's kind of like, I've looked at all the options. I'm tired of really kind of discussing it. You know, I'm putting my offer in here and that's just what I'm doing type of energy. It's kind of a weird energy. All right, tell me about these Eight of Cups. There's that Page of Pentacles. You have the Strength. And that Five of Pentacles. We got the Sun. And the Decision. What makes me happy? Where do I want to go? How do I accomplish this? We have that Devil with the Queen of Swords again. And that Heartbreak. I feel like this is about you walking away from some kind of offer. But you're going to have some kind of strength to be able to actually walk away. We have 2 walk away cards to kind of leave it in the past or leave it where it's supposed to be. This also might, I don't know if this is a relationship or like a career or finances. Take it however it resonates. But you're definitely leaving the options behind. Very closed off, very sealed. Just, I feel like silently working and kind of trusting your intuition. You're definitely walking away from something, especially if somebody offers you something and you don't feel like it's enough and you're having the strength to kind of leave something behind. You want to focus on your happiness, but you're kind of undecided on how to get there. All right, tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's like pause energy. We have the Four of Swords, the Hermit, and the Two of Pentacles coming out. Okay, this might be about a love situation. Maybe you're trying to manifest some kind of relationship, but you're definitely in the dark about something. Take that for whatever it's worth. All right, Wheel of Fortune, Hangman. I feel like this is like a pause on maybe bad timing. I feel like currently you're just kind of taking a moment, taking a break. You're looking at everything around you and trying to figure out how to balance a situation out. I think this is a situation with maybe a soulmate, maybe yourself. Maybe you're in love with a witch. I don't know. Yeah, Two of Pentacles with the Manifestor. I think you're just really trying to manifest love. Or that need for love. But right now you're just kind of like carrying some kind of burden because you feel like something's moving forward. And you're definitely, it's like feeling around in the dark type energy. The outcome, for the most part, looks really good. I think it's about timing when everything plays out. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman, I feel like everything's kind of set on a pause, or at least a slow type of energy, allowing you to kind of sit with whatever you have going on and try to balance everything out. So, all right. Let's see what advice we have for you. The next step is enough. Be unstoppable. And the Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman. We have keep going. Big dreams start now. So whatever this option is, I feel like this next step is that Knight of Pentacles is moving forward and trusting yourself to do so. Be unstoppable is walking towards the things that you want with this Eight of Cups. It may be slow and steady, but I feel like you have the strength to do whatever it is, and maybe walking away from the things that no longer serve you. And with keep going, I think even though you feel like it's not coming in with the right time and you're trying to look at this from different perspectives, the universe is telling you to keep going. You know, maybe take some time to meditate, to take a break, to pause, because you have 3 cards of like going within, and really understand how to balance that all out. Especially if you're trying to manifest love or anything that you want that you love. All right, that's what I have for you, my beautiful Scorpios. I hope that resonates. All right, moving on to my Sagittarius. Figure that energy out. All right, my beautiful Sages. We're at 22:45. All right, Sagittarius, what do we have for you? The new moon. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? What is leaving? What are they releasing? 2 of Pentacles. All right, what are they building? The Chariot. All right, and what's the outcome? The King of Wands. I love that. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I feel like you are... I feel like this is opening up and moving towards love. You're having some kind of faith that something's going to work out. What's leaving you is that 2 of Pentacles. Maybe a situation that was unbalanced that you're starting to sort it out. I definitely feel like you're moving in some kind of direction. And a lot of it has to do with this Knight of Wands, King of Wands over here. Very driven, very strong, knows how to get things done type of energy. All right. Tell me about this 2 of Pentacles. Death. Scorpio energy. The 10 of Pentacles. And the anxiety. All right. The Devil. Oh, you could have been dealing with a situation where you were giving too much of yourself and somebody was taking too much with that Devil card here. I feel like you've maybe taken some time in and are learning to step up. Like, I I can't even say the words now. Stick up for yourself. There you go. In some sort of situation. That could just be also like taking the time to figure out other ideas or opportunities. So I feel like with the balance of a situation, maybe you felt like a situation was unbalanced and that's kind of leaving. With the Death, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords, is telling me that something is starting to transform, especially when it comes to maybe financial stability. It's got you a little stuck in the head, but I feel like you're kind of pushing through that energy, especially if it wasn't giving you what it needed. Oh. Definitely some kind of ending of some sort. All right, tell me about this Chariot. Hierophant's coming out a lot today. It's that Four of Wands. We got Ace of Pentacles with the Pages. I like that. Page of Wands. I feel like it's a creative start into something new. Like something that's going to fulfill you and ultimately bring you happiness. So I feel like you're moving in some kind of direction. We have the Chariot. We have a black horse and a white horse. You can't see the black horse very well, but you're driving that Chariot. So the question is, where are you driving it to? So we got the Five of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. The Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I feel like you're moving. You might be moving away from financial loss, maybe some kind of mindset, but I feel like it's more about moving away from financial loss in order to celebrate something. And you might be having some kind of union with that Hierophant card. You're definitely more interested in building something new. You've got like a fire lit under your bum. And it's like, I feel like it's a fruitful idea, whatever this is. But definitely, I feel like you know what you want to leave behind in order to celebrate. And you're just have all the faith in the world with that Hierophant. We have two union cards, so maybe you're getting married. Especially with that Nine of Cups. Maybe you're proposing this weekend. No. Energy definitely looks good. What's this Knight of Wands? King of Wands. Why do I want to keep calling him Knight of Wands? What's this King of Wands? The Hangman. We have the Ace of Swords. I feel like whatever energy this is doing and whatever you're leaving behind to go this way is definitely, I feel like maybe you think it's like a delay or a pause, but you feel good about it, whatever it is. All right, we have the Five of Wands and the Six of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel like this is about kind of like an even give and take. The Five of Wands can be a fighting card, but I feel like it's more of a collaboration card. And whatever this nice kind of working collaboration with give and take is making you feel really good. There's that Ace of Pentacles again. I definitely love this. I feel like you're in the outcome of the mode of, I can do this, I can get this done, I'm going to do this. There might be like a pause to look at things differently. But I feel like you're getting some kind of clarity with that Ace of Swords, and definitely like sparking some ideas that allows you to kind of get into that zone with that Sun card. You know, it just starts with that offer of love and having a little bit of faith. So definitely really good. I like that. All right. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Permission granted. Like walking past that door, it's that transformation mode. All right. Okay. With the Chariot, nothing changes if you wait. So move. Own the room. That is definitely the King of Wands. So whatever you're doing, like allow yourself permission to go through the doors. If there's something that is unbalanced that you need to change or you need to end to get to this Ten of Pentacles, even though it's causing a little bit of anxiety, like keep going through that door. Nothing's going to change if you wait, pause, hold. You know, keep walking towards your Six of Pentacles here. Keep allowing yourself to move forward. As this also talks about negative mindsets and being financially unstable. I feel like this is like you getting out of a situation that you no longer wanted to be in so that you can celebrate. And this might be like a really nice union where you meet people into this King of Wands energy where you know who you are, you know what you want, you know how to get there, you know. Maybe you need to look at the perspective of the situation or everything as a whole so that you can have the full picture and be clear about what it is. And I think that ultimately leads to your happiness. Oh, I definitely love that for you guys. All right, that's what I have for you beautiful Sagittarius. I got my puppy in here. I don't know if he's going to get on my lap or not. All right. We're moving on to the Capricorns. You can probably hear my son watching TV in there. All right, Cappies. How are we doing, my beautiful Capricorns? All right. What are we doing, my beautiful Cappies? My beautiful Capricorns. All right. What's leaving you? The Star. All right. What are we growing? What are we planting right now? All right. What's the outcome? Ooh, I like it. We got Justice and the Hermit. Six of Swords with the Ten of Cups. I feel like this is taking some time in to really figure out the balance of a situation. If this is, I don't really feel legal, so take it however you will. But it's definitely taking a look inside to see where you're justified. Like evening out the scales, tipping the scales. What you can handle, what you can't handle type of energy. With that Star, I feel like what you're releasing is your wishes. you know, because I'm drawn to that star there. It's kind of like, I'm going to be healing, but these are my dreams, these are my wishes, and you're just kind of letting them out. Okay, what we have going on with the seed that you're planting is that Six of Wands. It's it's a victory in something, but knowing the fact that it's going to be a slow build, and it's a slow, very slow, beautiful, quiet energy. And the outcome is the Ace of Wands. I feel like it's the start of something new. We have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. We have the Emperor and the Nine of Cups on the bottom. I feel like this is allowing no one to interfere with what makes you happy or your wishes, your dreams. It's like putting your foot down. You have the Nine of Pentacles with the Fool. I feel like this is you putting that offer into what direction you want to go in and putting that work in. And then you have the Six of Swords. Once you put that work in, we have the peace, the journey. So definitely, I feel like when it comes to your dreams, or your wishes, you're putting your foot down and you're like, I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to make this happen, whatever it is. So right now what's leaving you is that the Star card. And I feel like this is you allowing your wishes to enter the universe. It's letting go of all the pain. We do have the Nine of Pentacles, so this could be you trying to also build your confidence to put an offer in somewhere, to allow it to grow. All right, tell me about this Six of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is like a slow and steady type of victory. You know where you're going. Like, you have a victory. You have that wand. You're staring at that ace right there. And I think you're figuring out how to build it, how to get to it. Type of energy. I know that sounds weird, but go with it. All right. Tell me about the Six of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. We have, we have Five of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Hermit and the Page of Cups. I feel like you've taken the introspection because the Star is in here, which is what's leaving you. And I think you're just going to get creative. You're going to think outside the box. You're going to focus on your imaginations, what you want to create, what you want to do, because it makes you happy. You know, there might be some things that have to end for you to get there, but it definitely makes you happy. So with this victory and the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like with the Five of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups here, I feel like this is you focusing on this wish, this Ace of Wands over here, and kind of releasing some of that regret. I think it feels good for you, whatever this is. It feels like it's strong, it's structured, it's beautiful energy for you, and you're going to keep going forward with this Eight of Cups energy. And it's like shining a light on those dreams. Like, you've went through the hermit mode and now you're just stepping out into the light. I really kind of like it. I don't know if it's going to resonate, but I love it. Ooh, and look, the Knight of Cups. It's kind of like everybody is always healing, but like I'm done focusing on the coulda, shoulda, wouldas and focus now on my own confidence, my own independence. That's where I want to build. I want my own victories. I know it's going to be slow. I'm letting go of the regret that I have and going to keep building a solid foundation. And that's where I'm continuing to headed, is towards this Ace of Wands kind of energy. All right, tell me about this Ace of Wands. I think you're taking, with this King of Swords and this Two of Wands, you're taking decisive action on where you want to build. I feel like you've made a choice in where you want to grow. This Lovers and the Seven of Pentacles. But you're definitely, it's like picking a direction. And I really like it. You got the Ace of Wands as your outcome, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like whatever you're trying to create right now, or whatever you're trying to build, everybody's situation is different. So please keep that in mind. That this might be about you, like, starting off small, getting a message out, trying something new, exploring ideas. And with the Queen of Wands, you're kind of like, I don't really care how it comes out. I love doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. And it fulfills me in some way with this Six of Pentacles. And I really like that for you guys. All right, tell me about this Star. No. There we go. All right, tell me about this Ace of Wands. All right. Rest and rise. So that's what's leaving, is your rest. Your resting period. It's telling you to rise. You know, it might be slow. One step at a time. Make noise. Allow yourself to be heard. And I feel like that's what this victory is. You're like, I'm not living in a regret anymore. I'm going to start building what I want, my future, my own kingdom. And that's where I'm running off to. With this Ace of Wands, we have protect your vision and show up scared. It's okay to be scared. Everybody does that. But whatever this vision is with this Queen of Wands and this Ace of Wands, like, maybe you need this Page of Swords to protect it. But if you have a vision for something, don't be afraid to show up for it. And just keep moving. All right, that's what I have for you, Cappies. All right, we are heading off to the Aquas, the Aqua babies. The beautiful Aquarius. I don't know, I'm really hungry for some reason. I don't know if you guys are hungry. $44.50. $44.40. Fours might be important. All right. What we got going on for Aquarius? And the new moon. What do we have for our beautiful Aquarius? All right. What do we have going on for Aquarius? What is leaving? Eight of Wands. King of Cups. And the outcome, please. Three of Wands. We have Death and the Ace of Cups. So something needs to transform within you in order to open up to love and stability. And you're trying to trust your intuition in a situation. I feel like it's a really kind of peaceful journey, though. That Six of Swords, the Page of Swords on the bottom. It's like kind of throwing those thoughts and ideas out there, but it kind of feels good. We have the Eight of Wands. So this might be like the Eight of Wands are like a TP in here. I feel like this is more like a solid structure. It could be that fast forward movement that you're kind of leaving behind. Like the quick, steady pace of things. And just kind of to slow down a little bit. We have the King of Cups as what you're trying to accomplish. And or what you're trying to sow. And I feel like this is about understanding your emotions and being just kind of like emotionally balanced. The Three of Wands is your outcome. It's that waiting on the ships to sail. It could be just getting out and checking new avenues, new possibilities. But something definitely has to change in order for the new to come in. All right, tell me about this Eight of Wands. We have the Devil with the Ace of Swords on the bottom. It's like being overly anxious, negative thoughts, self-sabotaging tendencies. And I feel like that's kind of what you're leaving behind, is maybe the messages that you leave in your head. Trying to find some kind of strength to look within and probably deal with all the remorse and the regret that you have been dealing with. And I feel like that's the energy that's kind of leaving you right now, is allowing it to kind of drop away or move away from you. What you're trying to build right now is your own emotional balance. Ten of Pentacles coming out. So the Five of Pentacles a lot. I think this is you wanting to financially be stable for a home situation. You want the home life. You want the solid foundations, the financial abundance. And I feel like there's something you have to walk away in order to get there. Or there's something that has to end in order for you to get there. I feel like what you're planting right now is the emotional intelligence to get rid of childish ideas. I think something needs to end, and some of it has to end with like being closed off. The King of Cups is kind of like he hides everything under the surface. The Page of Cups is in reverse, tells me that you're not open to ideas or moving, or it's kind of like an incredibly childish approach to something. And that is trying to end. So what you're trying to do is get into a steady emotional balance about a situation. Probably whatever the situation is. You know, maybe everything was moving too fast around you. Everything was like kind of chaotic. You know, maybe there was a situation that needed to render itself obsolete, and you're trying to find the strength to really dig inside yourself to kind of really heal some of whatever this Five of Cups is for you. That regret, that turmoil type energy. And you're getting into a spot where you're starting to feel a little bit more emotionally balanced. Maybe kind of like a childish energy at the moment, and kind of realizing that that kind of needs to end, and you need to feel like get out of your own way type of situation, especially if you're focused on finances and having something solid and stable. I don't think that's going to resonate with everybody, but I do like the fact that your achievable goal is to be emotionally stable. I just don't think you figured out how to really maybe let go of some of your childish ways, or maybe your, what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say playfulness, but irresponsible. All right. Tell me about this Three of Wands. The Lovers. Five of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. On the bottom, we have Page of Swords with the Ace of Swords. I think this is about either one, somebody coming in with a message that kind of gives you a little bit of clarity, or you hearing something that kind of clicks with that aha moment. Oh, it could be friends that tell you this with that Three of Cups over here. It could be somebody that is around you, but the Three of Wands are behind that also, which tells me that maybe you are looking at looking in other directions, looking at other paths. All right, the Three of Wands is about waiting for those ships to come in, the opportunities in which you can do this. And I feel like this is about seeking other opportunities, but you have a decision to make. It might cause some kind of conflict, or I feel like it's more fighting. There might be like spats here and there, but I feel like it's just kind of the timing in which you're going through everything right now. The Wheel of Fortune usually speaks about divine timing, good luck, everything that goes in there, but I feel like the decision is yours. And maybe the time isn't quite right type of energy. Like there's something that definitely needs to transform, this Death card. And you definitely have to, I think, allow the regret that you've been holding on to for so long to move away. You have to understand your emotions. And it's about getting emotionally stable and being a little less irresponsible is the word that keeps coming to mind. And allow that to end and really kind of sit with that process in order for some of these ships to come in, or these available opportunities. But with the Lovers here, I feel like that's a choice. Like, do you want to keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over again? Because with the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like that's telling me that they will have you keep going through the same continuous loop until you've learned whatever lesson it is you need to learn. I feel like that's kind of super harsh. Probably isn't going to resonate with everybody, but that's okay. Oh, but I think it's kind of like a quick message that come in, and it kind of just gives you a little bit of clarity. All right, tell me about this Eight of Wands. All right, tell me about, yeah, there you go. Want to keep going. All right, so we have your fire is sacred. So it's about protecting your energy. Who do you want to keep giving your energy to? Keep going. It may not seem like okay for now, but the more you keep going, the more you keep learning, the more emotional understanding that you have. And then protect your vision. Whatever this Three of Wands energy is, like, protect it. Decide what you think is worth giving to. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like it's telling you that it's not quite time. There's still something you need to learn. But if you're willing to learn that lesson with that Page of Swords and that Ace of Swords, then it will start turning for you. Take that how it resonates. All right, we are moving on to Aquarius. I feel like that was super heavy. Right. Nope, Pisces. We are on to Pisces. $57.16. Hi Pisces, how are we doing today? I hope we're good. Changing out my cards. All right, let's see what we got for Pisces going on for the new moon. All right, what do we got going on for Pisces? All right. What is leaving? The Queen of Wands. All right. What are we planting right now? The Five of Pentacles. All right. And what is the outcome? Nine of Wands. All right, we have Strength and the King of Swords. I feel like there's something inside you that you're trying to tame. You know, maybe you've got a quick wit, sharp tongue, very decisive action. Maybe you think before you speak type of energy. So what's leaving you is that Queen of Wands. Maybe that ability to feel confident, to walk with your head held high, into the Five of Pentacles. I feel like maybe you're walking away from some kind of mindset, or walking away from somebody that left you in a specific type of mindset. You could be having the strength to walk away from that King of Swords energy. And I feel like this is kind of like, with that Nine of Wands, it's like, do I really have enough in me? Can I get back up and put that 10th pole down type of energy? All right, tell me about this Queen of Wands. Why is this Queen of Wands leaving Pisces? Okay, we have the Emperor. We have the Queen of Swords with the Strength. This might be about you learning how to set some boundaries. I feel like what's leaving you is what you're willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with. I think what you're leaving behind is the patience to really deal with somebody that's overbearing, or anybody that tries to put you in your place. It's like you have no love for that, you know? And I feel like somewhere deep down, you're definitely finding the strength to set your own boundaries. I really kind of like that. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but it's like how I kind of feel is like, imagine you're going out and you're at the bar and you're looking good, you're feeling good, you know, you're just radiating all of the things. And then you have somebody that walks up and he was like, he thinks that he can get you just because he's pretty, or he thinks he can get you because he has money. And you're just like, no, I don't have any love for that. Like, I'm done with that. That's not what I want. Type of energy. That's the best way I can explain it. So however that applies to your situation. All right. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles and what you're building. There's that King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. I'll take it. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom with the King of Wands. I feel like this is you being driven to turn away any offers that don't make you happy. I mean, I feel like it's pretty straightforward and blank. Whether that be work or really any situation. I feel like what you're planning is a path into your own. It's like the walking away from a specific mindset or a specific financial situation and kind of owning what you want, knowing how to get there, and being able to plant those seeds, having the strength and the passion and the drive to get there, not allowing any offers that don't fit in with what you're passionate about. Tell me about this Nine of Wands and the outcome. There's the Ten of Wands. I love it. I really do. I think you're looking at other options. Other options you can work with, other options you can play with. It'll be that. Definitely like thinking outside the box, but it's also, if this is love, I feel like it's you looking at options and opportunities that you have in front of you, and if they don't show up right, you're just kind of shutting them down. That Queen of Swords. So we started with the Queen of Wands, we're ending with the Queen of Wands. So I really like this. So what I feel like is leaving you is I'm trying to think of a way to say it, is like the ability to have no love for anybody that comes in. It's like, shit. It's like if the Ace of Cups were in the upright, I'd feel like you'd be open to any kind of option that comes your way. But I feel like this is you saying, no, not every option is a good option. And I'm kind of shutting that down. And I really like that. I feel like currently you're walking away. You're definitely in an in charge type of energy about things that you want to grow, how you want to build them, where you want to plant them, what you're planting. And I feel like that takes a lot of strength to do that. And with that Ace of Wands, you're focused on new things. Like you're focused on your own creative ideas. You're focused on maybe you're starting something new. I don't really know, but you're definitely focused. I feel like the King of Swords with the Ace of Wands is a focus and a drive to get there and having the strength to build it. With that Nine of Wands, with the Ten of Wands, the Hangman in reverse, and the Queen of Wands, I feel like this is the energy of, I have one more shot in me. I'm totally cool with the burden. I know exactly where I want to go. I don't feel like it's paused. I don't feel like it's on hold. And I'm just going to make that shit happen with that Queen of Wands energy. I'm definitely looking at the options to see what's out there. And I'm being very stern and very strict what I allow in my space. I really like that. I feel like I said a really weird roundabout way of saying it, but I definitely like it. Be the storm. Be the disruption. You're the author. You write your own story. What's this Nine of Wands? This is your season. Permission granted. I like it. I feel like this is what the energy you're kind of in is like. You're going to shut that shit down real quick. And I feel like what's actually leaving you is the ability to not be able to shut it down. And what you're manifesting or creating is the ability to shut it down. Is to be that storm. Like if I don't want it, no. You're the author. Write your own story. I think you're definitely walking into a path that you've decided to be incredibly disciplined on where you want to grow. You definitely have the strength to accomplish whatever it is. So I feel like maybe journaling is also a good thing for you to do. Whenever I see you're the author, I feel like you should write it down. All right. This is your season. And I love that. It's that Queen of Wands. I've got this. Like, I don't want to be on pause anymore. I don't want to hold. I just want to go. And I really love it for you. All right, guys. That's what I have for your new moon reads. I can't talk today. I wish you all the best. Thank you.